South Korea has passed a law enshrining the right to use preventive nuclear strikes to protect itself.
The North's status as a nuclear-armed power would now be enshrined in law.
Legislating nuclear weapons policy draws an irreversible line so that there can be no bargaining over our nuclear weapons.
North Korea has passed a law officially declaring it a nuclear weapons state, a status that leader Kim Jong-un said is irreversible and gives Kim the sole custodian of the nuclear button. The law included a provision that requires North Korea's military to automatically execute nuclear strikes against enemy forces if its leadership comes under attack. Now let's talk about the real threat. Washington and South Korean officials have repeatedly warned that the North is preparing to carry out what would be its 7th nuclear test. In 1994, South Koreans stocked up on essentials in panic after a threat by a North Korean negotiator to turn Seoul into a sea of fire, one which has been repeated several times since. Now let's talk about reasons for such policies. The hard sanctions on North Korea are damaging its economy. The continuous policy of sanctions has alienated this nation, making it inclined towards hard policy options such as brinkmanship. Since the Korean War ended, Pyongyang has repeatedly shown its ability to strike neighbors and foreign interests in the region, often in response to what it sees as provocation. North Korea wants to be recognized as a legitimate nuclear state by the United States and establish diplomatic relations with the United States, constantly reminding the world and especially the US of their nuclear and missile capabilities is part of the regime's survival calculations. Now finally, let's talk about why the real worry is there and what should be done to prevent it. Now, world has witnessed one of the worst destructions and inhuman activity during Second World War, when United States attacked Hiroshima and Nagasaki. It was a nuclear attack. So it is the responsibility of all the nations to keep a check on nuclear arsenal of other nations. Also, United Nations has to play a leading role in this. Universal ratification of NPT, which is Non-Proliferation Treaty, and CTBT, which is Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty, is the need of an hour. The UN Treaty on Complete Abolition of Atomic Arms, whose deliberations were boycotted by all nuclear weapon states, is the morally superior alternative.